Arcane is now hurtling towards its inevitable conclusion, with this season's second act setting up all the pieces bound to fall in the coming finale. After the hard-fought battle with Jinx at the end of Act 1, a fierce revolution has begun to unfold across Piltover, with the downtrodden inhabitants of Zaun in the presence of an unlikely leader that is ready to fight for them. But Jinx doesn't care about the spotlight, instead worrying about taking care of Isha and getting to the bottom of a deadly beast storming its way across the city. Warwick is here and he is the major focus of the trio of his episodes. But first the sisters must reunite to face up against their transformed father figure. Warwick is unleashed by his captors to wreak havoc upon the city and draw out Caitlyn and Jinx, so the two superpowers can fight it out, and with any luck steer everything in the favor of their oppressors. It is once again enthralling to watch Caitlyn and Ambessa work with their combined military might and precision, while both characters occasionally show moments of vulnerability beneath all the bloodshed. Throughout the entire act, Caitlyn begins to discover exactly what role she has to play and whether she should continue on this misguided path of revenge or stand by the people who really matter to her. V, meanwhile, has fallen into yet another spiral of loneliness and despair as she decides to become a pit fighter in Zaun, where she dons black hair dye, a sick new jacket, and chooses to suppress her emotions with violence instead of dealing with the root cause. Jace is still trapped within the Arcane, having spent what seems like years trying to solve its secrets and find his way home. In doing so, he discovers that the power Victor is using to help society's ills could have grave consequences and convinces himself to stop him by any means necessary. Like so many of the core relationships in Arcane, there is a clash of ideologies that pushes two people who once loved each other apart in service of the greater good, even if it means doing terrible things. As all the pieces are put into the places for the final act, we have left wondering whether Riot or Fortich will have enough time to do their story justice and where exactly each character will end up when all is said and done. Given where the act concludes and the tragic circumstances that will soon come to pass, we are in for one hell of a ride.